Hello and welcome back to Pendor Rearmed. We're going to go into a tournament in the very beginning of this episode, and I did actually just level up. Yeah, I actually leveled up to 30, and, well, that's the thing. We got to be a little bit careful. Oh, nice, we already did it. Okay, that was great. Anyway, we need to be a little bit careful about what we're going to do with our... more like our stat points, like our attribute points really do need to be adhered to a little bit here. We need to respect them a little bit because ideally we don't really want to waste them, right? We don't want to waste them in any significant fashion. If we do, I guess it's not that bad, because if you think about the fact that we do have a lot of Qualis gems and we now potentially, I don't know, we seem to have quite a nice amount of them. Obviously that is not always going to be the case, because let's face it, we are probably going to be using quite a few to gain a rune weapon. I think a rune weapon is probably going to be quite useful for us, just purely because it allows us to do more damage, and because we have low combat skills, I think it's probably going to be somewhat useful. Because if you think about it, having a weapon with a character that has low combat skills, yeah, sure, it's not going to be as effective as if we had a significant amount of power strike, right? You know, because obviously power strike is pretty much the be-all end-all when it comes to melee damage, but, well, obviously, you know, proficiencies as well, but, you know. Anyway, point is, generally having the ability to do more damage just because your weapon has great stats, I think that's kind of useful. I don't know. It feels to me like that's kind of useful, at least. Obviously, we do have the potential for other uses for Qualis gems. For example, obviously custom knighthood order and stuff like that. And generally, wow, that was a nice hit right there. I can't believe I actually killed him in one hit. But yeah, we are, of course, having a custom knighthood order, but we don't currently have anything that I can do with that. I can't use my Qualis gems in any way, and I have 4 of them in my inventory right now. And there you go. Wow, we actually won that very, very easily. Okay, I like it. I like it. Okay, so we should probably go to Valembre, shouldn't we? Yeah, we should probably go to Valembre. So yeah, I'm continuing to just run around, and I'm trying to send off my companions as much as I possibly can, because we obviously want to try to generate as much right to rule as possible. As you can see, we have Sir Rain here. I actually just recruited him. I'm going to say hello. Ah, yes, there we go. He's actually doing it. That's great. Okay, very, very nice indeed. And indeed, we're going to go into the... No, we're going to be attacked. Are you joking? No, don't do this. Don't do this, sir. Okay, yeah, we're going to be attacked by these guys. I'm just going to tell every one of my companions to charge in now. Oh, these are... Oh, no, they're actually just bounty hunters. I actually thought they were going to be something a little bit more dangerous, but bounty hunters shouldn't be that bad. And my forces should technically absolutely slaughter them, but you know how it is. Sometimes that's just not how it goes. There we go. Yeah, I mean, look at the amount of damage I'm doing right now. 21 damage versus a regular bounty hunter, and these bounty hunters don't have good gear. They've got, you know, pretty mid-tier gear, to be honest. So, you know, a weapon... I don't know. I feel like a weapon would probably make a big deal of sense. Unfortunately, yeah, again, I don't have the map just yet. So I'll see if I can get it. Hopefully, Brother Randolph will, well, we'll see fit to switch his positioning. Because, hilariously enough, I did find a traveler. I did ask where he was. And you know where he was? An unknown location. A hidden outpost far from here. Yeah, that definitely helps us, doesn't it? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm actually really surprised. I just ran into this guy randomly. I didn't even know where he was. Okay, this is great. I am super, super pleased about this. Okay, so let me actually just check and see whether he has... Yes, he does actually have some books that I wouldn't mind getting. I'd like to get the Noldo Relations book, obviously. And I'm wondering... Wait a minute. Is that a different book? Wait a minute, let me actually just have a look here. No, it isn't. Okay, so yeah, they don't stack, so we don't need to worry about that. Now, I have no idea what these things do. I think this one is Persuasion. I think this one is Leadership. I wouldn't mind getting the Leadership book, even though I'm not terribly convinced that... I guess it's a good idea for me to do it, right? I guess it's a good idea for me to do it. So let's get that one. And we also have these. I don't know what these do. I have to say that's a little bit shameful considering I've played this game for so long, but I don't know what these do. So I will have to have a look at those. I'm not going to buy them right now because otherwise it's just going to take up inventory space. We are going to, however, do this. So you can see here, I can show you the location where the hidden mines of Al-Aziz are in exchange for a large pouch of diamonds. Yes, there you go. That's exactly what we're going to do. So we are going to go over to the Guildmaster and we're just going to say, hello there, sir. Okay, buy a small pouch. I can only buy a small pouch? Really? I can't buy a large... Oh, no. Can I only get a large pouch from a unique spawn? Well, I gotta say, this is actually a little bit late for my liking. Kingdom of Ravenstern and the Feared Vein obviously making peace right there, and it would have been wonderful if we'd had that happen beforehand when Mr. Randolph was in Senderfall. But hilariously enough, obviously, me finding him and then being unable to, you know, actually buy the location of the map, well, isn't that just hilarious? Yeah, so I actually looked it up on the wiki because I didn't know. So yeah, basically, you can get the large diamonds from Guildmasters, like I did. I did remember that correctly. Unfortunately, it is relationship-based. Yes, it is relationship-based. So what you're going to need to do is get 15. Yes, get 15 with the particular town that you want to, you know, buy the diamonds from. And that, well, I chose Valenbray because Valenbray had the most. They had, I think it was 6 relation, and I've just basically been waiting here, going into the tavern, purchasing around for everyone every single day, and that gets you 3 relation, which I have to admit, I love that. I love the fact that it gives you 3 relation. I'm unsure whether that has been changed by Pendor Rearmed, because from what I recall, most of the time when you buy a round for people, it just increases the relation by 1, actually, not 3. So very, very useful in my opinion. So there we go. We now have 16. So now I should be able to go into the Guildmaster here and say hello. I'd like to exchange. There we go. So I'm going to buy a large pouch of diamonds. There you go. There's 100,000. 100,000, absolutely insane amounts of cash right there. And unfortunately for me, I don't know where Brother Randolph is anymore. Yes, he could be. I'm going to take a guess and say that he's in Sarleon. I highly doubt it. I think he was he in Marlians before or something like that? I actually don't know. But yeah, we've got some Deshar vassals around here. Do I want to fight them? You know what? You know what? No. I'm not going to fight I'm not going to fight anything yet. Mostly because I want to get a rune weapon, if at all possible, first. And what's funny about the rune weapon thing is that I actually have a gold bar. And I'm not entirely sure why I even bothered keeping the gold bar, to be honest. But I must have known. I must have had like an inkling in the back of my mind that just basically went, yeah, actually, we should probably keep this thing just in case, you know, just in case we have the opportunity to, I don't know, use it somewhere. Because I know that the gold bar is required for something, but I didn't know what it was really for, because I couldn't remember at the time. We got some Singalian slavers there as well. All right, I will go back to, I'll go back to Marlians, but there's no way he's going to be there. Not in a million years. No, as I thought. And lo and behold, where has he gone? Yes, you know where he is. He's in Senderfall. Yeah. Yes, isn't that hilarious? Okay, so I am interested in the map. Thank you very much. Give me that. Yes, you imbecile. I don't know why he's being such an idiot about this, but he seems to be switching locations in such a weird manner. Anyway, there we go. I'm assuming that it's going to be down here somewhere. No, it isn't. Okay, so that must mean that it's in the northeast. Right? Somewhere around here? No? No? Really? Wait a minute. Where is it? Are you serious? Do I... Okay, wait a minute. Is it somewhere completely different? Because... Is that it? Oh, that's it down there. All right. Wow. Okay, that's a very new location for me. Usually, I have seen the hidden mines around here in sort of like Jatu territory, and I've also seen them down here in the southwest of Deshar territory. Really, really interesting, actually, that there are even more locations. I did not know that, so that's very, very cool. Unfortunately, this is exactly opposite to me on the world map, so it will take me quite some time to get down there. Okay, so we've arrived. Oh my, I had to find the wine as well, by the way. Yes, I had to find the wine too, so that took me a bit of time. Alright, let's speak to this guy. Hello there. Yeah, okay. I have been called by many names over the years. I think you can call me Hamidaron. Yes, that seems to fit well, doesn't it? What am I doing here? Well, I am waiting for a customer. Are you a customer? What do you sell? Alright, so yeah, we could say what we want, but we're going to literally probably say nothing right now. I'm actually just going to leave because I don't even know. Do I have enough space? Yeah, I think so, right? I have enough space. I mean, I'm kind of a bit paranoid, so I'm actually just I'm gonna get rid of some stuff just because I am a little bit worried that I'm gonna mess this up. So let's do this a little bit differently. I'm actually a little bit weirded out by the fact that I can get this immediately. Okay, so let's have a look-see. So what do we want? Well, there's a huge number of different things here because we have the complete arsenal submod installed as well. So we could go for throwing daggers if we want to. No, let's not do that, shall we? We can do, yeah, rune plate, craziness. Yeah, you could get some insane armor from here as well. But obviously we're going to do something a little bit more in keeping. So I'm thinking we're probably going to go for the axe. I know that sounds a bit weird. We could do the rune hammer, actually. Is the rune hammer a two-handed? That's the question. I actually don't know. Because the rune hammer might be cool. Alright, so I've taken a look at the stats, and you can get a one-handed / two-handed ruby rune hammer. If you take the rune hammer right now and you turn that into a ruby rune hammer, then it is a one-handed / two-handed mace. It has a weapon reach of 80, a speed rating of 87. Now, I'm not a terribly big fan of the speed rating being so slow. There are some really, really fast weapons with the rune enhancement, so I'm kind of not super pleased about that. I was kind of thinking about going for the rune dagger, because if you go for the dagger, you get a thing that literally has like, what, 40 piercing damage or something like that, with a 124 speed rating. But this is obviously terrible on horseback, so it's not really going to be helping us that much. I think I'm going to go for the boring option, and I'll just go for the Rune Axe, despite the fact that this is not part of the complete Arsenal submod. This is basically part of the regular version of Pendor, which is kind of a bit unfortunate, to be honest, because I would have liked to have gone for one of these other things, but I don't know. Right now, I kind of need to get something that is going to be effective in every single situation. So I'm thinking the Rune Axe. There we go. We got that, and we've just lost the Qualis Gem and a gold bar, of course. And as you can see here, listen carefully. Yes, you had the quails, pluck it well, trade it for the craft of a mortal man, and so on and so forth. Yes. Okay, so bring some wine. Do not equip item. Keep in the inventory for the time being. Yes, there we go. Okay, so we are going to be speaking to him in just a moment. I just want to make sure. There it is. There is the strange Rune Axe, and we also have, do we have the wine? Yes, we are actually drinking that right now, so I should probably be a little bit careful with that. Thank you very much. But yeah, we're going to go and speak to him. We'll turn this into a ruby Rune Axe. I think ruby is the way to go. Here is some wine for you. There we go. Ah, that hits the spot. Yes, I'm sure it does. Yes, very good. Okay, there we go. Item must be in inventory. Oh, what? Really? You can enhance it further? Requires a Qualis Gem to upgrade, or you can enhance it further with a large pouch of diamonds. Are you serious? Okay, I actually did not know that. Let's insert the ruby. There we go. The large pouch of diamonds. I don't really want to spend any more on this, but what does it actually do? I don't know. That's the funny thing. 45 piercing damage, as you can see right there, and, well, generally, for me personally, I feel like this is a really, really good weapon. I think this is going to be super, super good for us. Now, I'm kind of wondering, do I want to enhance it further? I'm going to need to go all the way back to Valenbray to be able to do that, though. Or do I want to get... Oh yeah, you guessed it. Do I want to get some armor? I'm thinking maybe we do want to get some armor. Can you imagine actually having armor? Oh, we need another... Oh, we need another... Never mind. Need another gold bar. Need another gold bar. Alright, okay. So, yeah, that's actually okay. You know why? Because we now have a potential to go over to Rain and loot the chest there. Because, well, the Ravenstone have obviously made peace with us. And that's definitely going to make a big difference. We could go into the Snake Cult army fight right there. Could fight these guys. Well, there's a number of places we could do. I don't know. There's a number of things we could do here, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. It's a difficult situation, isn't it? Yeah, it's a difficult situation. But at least we're doing okay. I mean, we've got a rune weapon now. I'd like to get another gold bar if we can. So I think what we're going to try to do, as I said, we'll go to Rain. We'll try and see if there's a gold bar in there. Highly unlikely. I think we should probably fight some really high-level people and try to get a gold bar from that. Alright, so here we are in Rain, and, well, unfortunately, there isn't really much here for us. There are some balanced throwing spears, which is actually pretty nice for us, but yeah, otherwise, we do have just various loot, and the various loot is actually good, and, ooh, we actually even got, oh, nice. We got some really good armor there, actually, surprisingly so, as you can see right there. It actually does provide us with a pretty significant amount more. Of course, if we were to get our hands on some rune armor, some proper rune armor, the stats would absolutely blow everyone's socks off, so it would be amazing if we could get our hands on that. Let me just go into the tavern real fast, because I wouldn't mind getting some baggage trains. Hello there we go. Give me those baggage trains. Okay, wow, we actually just got Sigismund to come back here, and that couldn't be better timing. We literally had, pretty much this is the best timing it could have been, because he's coming in here with, well, I'm going to say it right now, not very good units, but these are going to help us dramatically in the upcoming battle, because we have just entered into a battle in just a moment, actually, with none other than Mr. Eyegrim, the Devourer. And yeah, we're going to try. We're going to try our very hardest here to try to do some damage against him. Maybe we are going to be able to get a Qualis Gem from him, or at the very least get something. Now, I'm not sure what I should spec into here. I'm thinking right now we probably... Well, ideally, I'd like to get some more Power Strike and stuff like that. I'd like to get Shield too. Obviously, Shield is going to be... You know what? Let's do Shield. 6 in Shield is quite nice. And, yeah, we're going to need it for a little bit later on. As you can see, he's right here. And I'm just going to let him... run into us. I'm just going to let him run into us. And here we go. This is what we're going to do. 195 versus 1,000. Yeah, maybe this is actually not going to work. Yeah, this might not actually work. I was kind of hoping that my very limited tactics skill would actually make a bit of a difference. But yeah, as you can quite clearly tell here, well, my tactics skill is terrible. So maybe I should have spec'd into tactics. I mean, that only would have given me one, right? That only would have given me one extra battle advantage. So probably not that useful. But this is the reason why I came up here, by the way. Because I obviously wanted to dismount our cavalry, and I wanted to turn everyone into archers. That's it. I just wanted to make sure everyone had the most power possible at range, so that we could eliminate a number of these fallen revenants. Basically, the only thing that's going to be problematic for us to deal with in regards to Eyegrim's forces are the fallen revenants, from what I can tell. They are going to be the most dangerous. Everyone else, not so much. I don't think they're going to be that difficult to deal with. So I can only hope that to be the case. Oh no, please, don't get stuck by that horse. There we go. Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, I'm just going to get off here. Try to do some damage. Nice, instant kill. You see that? That's the axe. That's the axe right there. That's just crazy. Maybe we could do some more. Maybe we could do some more. Come on out. There we go. Yes. Yes. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to... Oh dear. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit problematic, I feel. Yeah, I need to take basically 0 damage. That's what I need right now. Unfortunately, these guys are on horseback, and it's making things kind of annoying, actually, because their horses are massive. There we go. Okay, just do some damage, do some damage. Eyegrim is here. Eyegrim is here? Really? Let's tell our forces to charge in so that they can continue to attack everyone. Make sure that they are... Oh, hello. Is that Eyegrim? I think that's Eyegrim right there. The problem with Eyegrim is that he cannot be knocked out, so you can't actually do the... you can't do the strategy that I was using beforehand, where we basically just, you know, kill a bunch of people and then retreat and then go back in and so on and so forth. You can't actually do that with Eyegrim if you eliminate him. So that would be a bit problematic if he does end up dying. Oh, wow. I'm so bad. Okay, yeah. I'm not entirely sure why that happened, but okay. I think we should probably retreat. Yeah. Come on now. Can I do it? Yeah. Almost. 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 No. Are you serious? Ah, see, now this is exactly what I'm talking about. These guys are so annoying. They are so annoying. These kinds of enemies are always annoying to me, but there you go. Okay, so that's fine. We should be able to... Yes, we can leave. Okay, now how many fallen revenants did we actually kill? Let's take a look. Wait, I think we killed 3 or something. Well, that's not really gonna work, is it? That is not really gonna work. Okay. I could go back in. I mean, if we didn't really lose anything. I mean, yeah, we lost a handful of troops, but we didn't really lose anything super badly. Shall I leave? You know what? Let's try something a little bit different this time. We're going to leave our forces on their mounts. We're going to leave them on their mounts this time. I personally don't like doing that because it provides such a big disparity between how we coordinate our attacks. Oh, it's going to be difficult. I feel like this is going to be way too difficult for us. But if we can dwindle him a little bit, we might have something in the bag here. Maybe. I'm just going to try to make sure that we're all back on our feet. We got 183 out of 191. I kind of don't really... if I could just get some of the Feared's Vein to actually help us, that would be exceptionally good. But as I said, if you eliminate Eyegrim and he dies... in the battle, he is going to die. That's just how it goes. You cannot take him prisoner. So that is the slight difficulty that we're going to have here. And there are no other unique spawns on the map with the exception of the 3 seers, and I personally didn't really fancy my chances versus them. I actually thought I was going to have an easier time with Eyegrim. Yeah, who thought that, eh? Who thought that? What an imbecile. Okay, so we're going to just drag him back to the mountains here because this is ideally going to be the best way that we can fight him. Okay, he's creating more people. Okay, yeah, well, we're just going to go up here. Okay, now, come on out. Yes, come on out. Yeah, there we go. Okay, nice, fantastic. Okay, so... obviously, if I can, I'm going to try my hardest just to win outright, because it is possible for us to do that if we get really lucky with, well, everything. It's going to be very difficult otherwise. Let's see if we can make this work. You know what? Should I try something really weird? Yeah, you know what? Let's try something weird. I mean, why not, right? Why not? I mean, it's most likely that we're going to be able to achieve something, at least. I'm going to tell my cavalry to dismount way far away, just so that we can actually have all of our people on the top of this hill here. As far as I'm aware, I don't think Eyegrim has any ranged troops. If he has no ranged troops, this should be an absolutely amazing strategy. But if he does, then it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Then it's going to be a bit of a problem. But hopefully we'll have a good time here. I only have 33 people on the battlefield. Just bear that in mind. Only 33 people, so it's pretty bad. If my forces can just do some damage before the opponent gets here, I'll be pretty happy with that. Let me actually just move my infantry behind the cavalry just so that they can actually do some damage. They do have shields, do they? No, no, no. They don't even have shields. Oh, some of them have shields. Never mind. I was gonna rage for a second there. I was gonna be like, what? They don't even have shields, and my guys are not getting any kills. There we go. Finally. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for actually killing some things, friends. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, this is actually working dramatically good. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, it's working really, really well. I'm going to try and inflict some damage here. I don't really care about doing that much. I don't really want to get kills or anything like that. All I want to do is just do damage. Because the more that I can do... Oh, there's Eyegrim. No, I don't want to do damage to Eyegrim. Get out of here, Eyegrim. I don't want to kill you yet, sir. Wow, they've got some massive... They really have massive horses, don't they? It's kind of insane. Okay, let's see if we can do something here. The question is, I don't want Eyegrim to die, but I also don't want him doing massive damage to us. That's the problem here. Because if he dies, then we will not get the Qualis Gem. So, as far as I'm aware at least. Okay. Should I tell my forces to charge, actually? Should I do that? That's a bit too aggressive for my liking, actually. Ow. That's Eyegrim doing damage to me again. Was that Eyegrim as well? Wait a minute. Is this Eyegrim or is this one of the Fallen Revenants? I think they have the same armor. That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. I don't know. I guess I will try to... Oh, wow. I'm taking massive damage as well. This is pretty bad. Okay, you know what? I think I'm probably going to get out of here now. I think we should probably do that. Okay, I'm going to run in. Oh, never mind. Okay. I was going to say, I'm going to run in and kill myself. Yeah, that would have been the way to go there because we wanted to get out of there as soon as possible. As you can see, we literally only eliminated 32 enemies. That is really, really pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, you know, the funny thing is, we didn't eliminate any of the Revenants. We didn't eliminate any of the Revenants at all, which is remarkable. Yeah, might have a bit of an issue with this. Alright, so I'm deciding to go in again against Eyegrim here, and I'm going to try and see if we can eliminate one of these opponents. I'm not too sure. I think this must be a Revenant. Yeah. That is definitely a Revenant, and I'm not entirely sure what Eyegrim looks like now, so I'm assuming that he is wearing basically the exact same gear or something like that. We're actually gaining some really nice experience by doing this, but unfortunately, they're so... Yeah, they're so difficult. That's the main... Oh, 64 damage. That was insanely nice. Unfortunately, it was not enough to eliminate that guy. Yeah, we might have to retreat, actually. Oh, no. That's pretty bad. Yeah, that is pretty bad. There is very little I can do in this one. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to get out of here, to be honest. Very, very sad, actually, to see that. And oh, we can actually leave. Oh, okay. I was thinking that we would probably not be able to, but yeah, you can see here, it's impossible, actually, for us to do this. I think we could probably do it, but it would take us another, I don't know, how many more, how do you think? How many more engagements do you think we would need? Probably quite a few. And in the process, well, we're going to end up losing so many troops. It would be fantastic if we could eliminate at least one of these Revenants, but they have so much HP. Okay, so instead of us going after Eyegrim, I decided that maybe it would be a good idea for us to go after a Heretic army. I know, yeah, let me just take on another really hard enemy. Yeah, that sounds great, doesn't it? Yeah, well, actually it does. I think it might be a pretty cool idea. Unfortunately, Demonic Magnus... Yes, they exist. Yes, the Demonic Magnus exist. However, we are actually eliminating huge numbers of troops right now, which I have to admit I'm kind of surprised by. I did not expect us to do so much damage. Let's actually tell our forces to charge in here. Amusingly enough, though, or should I say more disappointingly enough, we did have a bit of a problem with my forces at the very beginning of the battle. They, for some reason, did not want to move from their initial starting positions. So, for example, these guys right here, they're just literally stuck in place. And I actually have no idea why that is. I don't know why they would be stuck in place, but... Yeah, they kind of just refused to move. No matter what I did, they just didn't move whatsoever. So I kind of had to just make do with what we had. And let's get on this mount. Thank you. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Actually, not doing too badly, surprisingly enough. We've eliminated 70. That's pretty decent so far. I should probably get my... well, no offense right now, but I should probably retreat. I feel like I should probably retreat. I mean, that's probably the way to go here, all things considered. I feel like that's probably the way to go. Should I do it? I don't know, because we're going to end up losing a lot of renown if we retreat now. If we stay in, we're going to get massive renown gain, right? I don't even know how much renown we're going to get. I think it's like 72 or something like that, so it would be pretty fantastic if we could. And yeah, why not? You know what? Yeah, let's stay in, okay? Let's stay in and actually take a bit of a risk here. I don't think it's going to be that risky, considering the Heretic army does, as we have obviously seen in the past, they have a lot of front-loaded damage, right? A lot of their power comes from the initial units that they send in, and that's it. Everything else in the later stages is fodder, basically, and we are not really going to have to be too worried about that. Maybe, hopefully, cross fingers. I don't know. Maybe it is, but so far, I mean, you could see here, look at how many we've lost so far. I mean, really crazy. I was thankfully able to get into a nice hill situation, so basically, as you saw right there, I put all my horses in front of my ranged troops, in front of my cavalry and stuff like that, and then basically just managed to bog the enemy down in a lot of weird random things in front of them, and that obviously made a huge difference, considering yeah, so I think generally we probably have this, but the thing is numbers, right? Numbers are kind of a big deal in Pendor. And, well, I mean, I guess I can just be thankful that we have extremely good units. We have very, very high tier units right now. I can still very easily die. I don't have rune armor or anything like that just yet. I'm kind of hoping that we're going to get a gold bar from this, you see? Because if we do get a gold bar, I'm actually thinking, you know what? Let's just go for it, you know? Let's just go for the rune armor. I feel like that would probably make a huge amount of sense, considering the fact that it is going to give us about, I think, 75 to 80 protection body armor wise, instead of what we currently have, which is like 56, I think. So that's a significant increase. That is a massive increase if you think about it. So I am very much looking forward to it, if we can make it work, if we can get a gold bar. It's kind of weird. I actually don't know where to get gold bars, like, really reliably, you know what I mean? It's one of those things, you know, it's one of those minor things that you don't really think about that often until you need one, you know? And, well, yeah, that does seem to be the thing right now, doesn't it? Yeah. But I'm actually quite liking my choice of the axe right now. I'm not a terribly big fan of it, to be honest. I feel like maybe I would have preferred the sword. I don't know. But yeah, I was kind of thinking to myself, if we have to deal with a particular faction or, you know, troop or something like that, that has a significant shield, because there are a number of snake cult units that have really, really good shields. And I was thinking to myself, if we do go up against Maltese at some point in the future, then I'd kind of like to have a decent way to destroy shields. And well, that's only just one of the you know, examples that I can kind of think of right here. But I don't know. Maybe it's pointless. I don't know. Maybe that's a pointless thing. But yeah, as you can see, we are basically done here. After the demonic Magni and the various other high-level units are eliminated, it's now just, it's pretty much a formality. We are going to lose maybe a handful more people, just because the numbers are eventually going to wear some of our forces down. But we should be fine otherwise. Alright, so there we go. We eventually managed to achieve victory. It took a while, as you might expect, but there you go. 59 renown for us. Not bad. I actually thought it was about 70, but yeah, no, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, we got 23 kills. I didn't actually bother, you know, attacking anything else after the cutaway there. So there you go. We did manage to actually yeah, pretty easily win. I'm quite surprised, to be honest, but let's take a look at some of the stuff. Oh, okay, nothing really good. I'm actually kind of surprised. Okay, I was kind of hoping for a gold bar, like I said, but I guess, you know what? This isn't actually bad. This isn't actually bad because what we're actually going to get is we will get, I hope, an achievement. We might be able to get an achievement. We got Huskarls as well. We obviously do. Oh no! Oh, yeah. See, now I'm a bit irritated because now I don't know what we're gonna. Yeah, we're just gonna swap out some of these guys, I guess. Just swap out some of the Pendor units. I'm not a big fan of them. Knight of the Raven Spear Mercenary. Yeah, Raven Spear Mercenaries. We can actually get rid of, I think. I don't really like the Pendor Veteran Halberdiers, if I can help it. The Mercenary Halberdiers, we could just get rid of those. We have so many of these crazy cool units. Let's actually just have a look, because we've got so many of them. Look at this. Look at how many people we actually have here. I don't even know. Where do I start? Where do I start? We've got so much stuff. Yeah, I guess... You know what? I'm gonna just go for the Feared Vein stuff, I guess. I think that's probably gonna be the way to go here. I'd like Maiden Cavalry and obviously like Adventurers and stuff like that, but I don't think we have any Adventurers specifically. And obviously the Maiden Cavalry are gonna take quite some time to level up, so I guess we'll go for the Huskarls first of all, and then we can go for Veteran Heerdman potentially. I don't know whether we really want to do that, or we could go for the Stalkers. The Stalkers would probably be the way to go here, mostly because it's going to provide us with a significant amount of cavalry, and especially considering they are very, very good at what they do. You can keep them far away from people, they will shoot at enemies, and, you know, you can obviously get off their mounts and actually be relatively good from range as well. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here that is going to be significantly better. I think. So I will just take what I can of the Stalkers, and that's going to have to be it. I'm so irritated right now, actually, because we don't have a huge amount of company size, but I guess let me just make a brief look over once again, just to make sure. We do have some of these that I could swap out. Yeah, let's swap out some of those and get some more Stalkers, I guess. I don't know. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna have to leave it. It's very sad, isn't it? Yeah, very, very sad. Okay, so let's see if we do actually get... we're actually at war against the Shah right now, so I have to be a bit careful. But let's see if we actually do get an achievement here. We might be able to. I'm kind of hoping, maybe. Yep, there we go, we did. Oh, and it actually increased our strength. Nice. With skill and perseverance, you defeated the hideous heretic army. Despite their strong and evil troops, you will now be known as the Purger of Heresy to the followers of the Erida Oxizer, who grudgingly and with gnashing of teeth concede you +1 strength. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty cool, actually, because that means that we now have 21, which is, well, quite funny, actually, because I didn't really... wasn't really anticipating getting another point in strength right there, but there you go. As I say, some of these things I just don't know, you know, right? Like, I don't know what I'm going to be getting for certain activities, and, well, I guess it's not that bad. It's a nice surprise to get a little bit of strength there. And I've already spoken to this guy. Oh, more oh no, more adventurers. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's terrible. Look at this, 8 of them. Well, technically 9 of them. This would have been amazing to get him as well, but yeah, I think what we're going to have to do is I'm going to have to look up where gold bars are actually, and I'm going to have to, yeah, let's be a little bit careful about running into this guy. I literally almost got attacked by Mr. Eyegrim. I'd like to try and avoid that, but yeah, I'm going to have to look up where gold bars are from. I think it is just random, but there are probably more, shall we say, likely ways that we can find some. There's probably a way that I can trade something for something else to get some gold bars. I'm going to assume that to be the case, at least. Maybe that will work. I don't know. But what we're going to do now is going to end this episode off here. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.